India is emerging as a strong nation in the world today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has shaped the world's perception of a new India with his dynamic leadership, an India which is confident and caring. In the 8 years of NDA government, diplomacy has delivered at home and abroad, even against a volatile and uncertain world. At the same time, this government has ensured a Sashakt Bharat with significant reduction in terrorism and left-wing extremism on the home front. After the removal of Article 370 and 35A from Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee's resolution of one nation, one law, one head of the nation and one symbol has been fulfilled. Jammu and Kashmir has witnessed good governance and all-round development post-Article 370. A total of 890 central laws have now become applicable in the Union Territory. Human Rights Commission, Women Rights Commission and SC/ST Rights Commission have now been established in Jammu and Kashmir. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that Article 370 has been abolished for the interest of the people of Jammu and Kashmir.
Article 370 ने जम्मू कश्मीर और लद्दाख के लोगों को विकास से और समान अधिकारों से वंचित रखा था। इस स्थिति का लाभ आतंकवाद और अलगाववाद बढ़ाने वाली ताकतें उठा रही थी। अब भारत के संविधान ने जो अधिकार बाकी भारतीयों को दिए हैं, वही अधिकार जम्मू कश्मीर और लद्दाख के लोगों को भी मिल गए हैं।
Ghulam Mohammad Sood, a resident of Kund area of Kulgam district of South Kashmir, spoke about the reforms undertaken by the Modi government in recent years.
आज तक मैंने ऐसा वजीर-ए-आज़म या ऐसी सरकार कोई आज तक मैंने देखी नहीं है। दफा 370 से उसके खत्म होने से यहाँ की कश्मीर की हमारी रियासत की पूरी डेवलपमेंट जो खास करके डिस्ट्रिक्ट कुलगाम में हुई है, इतनी 70 सालों में नहीं सर हुई जितनी इन 5-8 सालों में हुई है। यहाँ के गरीब आवाम को फायदा मिला, ऐसे आज तक किसी सरकार ने किया ही नहीं।
Incidents of infiltration and terrorist attacks in Jammu and Kashmir have decreased significantly since 2018. The number of terror incidents have declined from 417 in 2018 to 229 in 2021. The number of security forces personnel martyred has reduced from 91 in 2018 to 42 in 2021. The left-wing extremism scenario has shown a significant improvement in recent years. There has been an overall 50.2% reduction in violent incidents and 66% reduction in LWE-related deaths in the period between May 2014 to October 2021 as compared to the preceding period. Home Ministry has considerably reduced the disturbed areas under the Armed Forces Special Powers Act AFSPA in Assam, Manipur and Nagaland. The order, which came into effect from 1st April this year, would be applicable for 6 months. Union Minister Kiren Rijiju said the move will give a further boost to development in the region.
Lots of efforts have been put in by Prime Minister Modi ji and Home Minister Amit Shah ji to bring peace and tranquility all along northeastern region. And when it is successful, it is reflected in this reduction of the AFSPA provisions in many areas. See, Arunachal Pradesh already, they've removed AFSPA long time back, except in 3 districts, which is bordering Myanmar and Nagaland. And now the decision to remove many areas in Nagaland, Manipur, Assam, this shows that the era of peace and development has arrived in northeastern region in true sense.
A greater clarity is evident in India's foreign policy thinking since 2014. The main and first and foremost objective of India's foreign policy is to secure its national interests. The scope of national interests is fairly wide. It includes securing borders to protect territorial integrity, countering cross-border terrorism, regional stability and so on. Speaking in Lok Sabha during the budget session in February this year, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had said that India is being recognized as a global leader post-COVID. He had stressed that India must take global leadership role in the new world order.
एक ऐसा टर्निंग पॉइंट है कि हम लोग एक भारत के रूप में इस अवसर को गंवाना नहीं चाहिए। मेन टेबल पर भारत की आवाज भी बुलंद रहनी चाहिए।
It is due to this leadership that India emerged as the pharmacy of the world. Supply of medicines and vaccines, particularly to the global south, earned enormous goodwill. Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia said that India has supplied COVID vaccines to more than 150 countries at an affordable rate.
इंडिया के लिए स्वास्थ्य एक कभी कॉमर्स नहीं रहा, पहले हमारे लिए वो सेवा रही। हमने हेल्थ को हमेशा सेवा के साथ देखा और इसलिए ही जब कोविड क्राइसिस चल रहा था, दुनिया के पास मेडिसिन नहीं और ऐसी स्थिति में हमने लॉकडाउन होते हुए भी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करवा के देश की रिक्वायरमेंट को पूरा करके हमने प्राइस हाइक नहीं किया और हमने क्वालिटी के साथ भी बार्गेनिंग नहीं किया, दुनिया को मदद की थी।
In April this year, India and other Quad nations, US, Australia and Japan handed over 2 lakh made-in-India vaccine doses to Thailand under the grouping's vaccine partnership. India is an important strategic partner of the Quad group. This partnership is very important from the strategic point of view of the Indo-Pacific region. In the recently held Quad Leaders Summit in Tokyo, the Quad leaders praised India's vaccine diplomacy. India's helping hand during the trying times of COVID has been appreciated by many world leaders. One among them is Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.
Canada has secured 2 million doses of the Covishield vaccine through an agreement with Verity Pharmaceuticals and the Serum Institute of India. I want to express my appreciation for the support and partnership of the Indian government in fighting COVID-19 and helping secure these doses for Canadians.
During the peak of the COVID pandemic, Vande Bharat mission helped bring back around 1 crore 83 lakh stranded Indians in over 2 lakh 17,000 flights. This is no mean feat. Government has also readily sprung into action to rescue its nationals successfully from war-hit nations time and time again. Under Operation Ganga, over 22,500 Indians returned safely from Ukraine earlier this year. As part of the Operation Rahat, over 4,700 Indians returned home safely from Yemen in 2015. Talking to AIR, Madhulika, who is a journalist, said that people are relieved now because NDA government has made processes much easier.
मेरे परिवार के कई लोग अमेरिका, कनाडा और लंदन में रहते हैं, जिसकी वजह से मेरा वहां अक्सर आना जाना होता है। बीच में कोविड की वजह से थोड़ी दिक्कत आ गई थी, वरना पहले की अपेक्षा विदेश यात्रा अब काफी सुविधाजनक हो गई है। पहले पासपोर्ट बनवाने की प्रक्रिया भी जटिल थी, पर आज के समय पूरी तरह से ऑनलाइन हो चुकी है, जिससे काफी आसानी होती है। किसी बाहरी देश की नागरिकता ले चुके भारतीय मूल के लोगों को OCI यानी कि ओवरसीज सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया कार्ड उपलब्ध कराने में वहां के भारतीय दूतावास भी काफी मदद करते हैं। यह कार्ड मिलने के बाद भारत आने के लिए वीजा लेने की जरूरत नहीं होती।
One of the unique features of India's foreign policy during the past 8 years was the unprecedented diplomatic outreach across the continents, covering small, medium and big nations. Stronger commitment to Africa and the global south is similarly visible in health, education, digital and green growth. In fact, the initiative by the NDA government to reach out to India's neighbours was taken even before Mr. Modi formally took over as Prime Minister. An invitation was sent out to all heads of state and government of SAARC members to attend the swearing-in ceremony of Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 26th May 2014. India decided to give 50,000 tons of wheat to the people of Afghanistan in view of the deteriorating humanitarian situation and in response to the appeals made by the United Nations. India has also come to the aid of Sri Lanka, which is going through a severe economic crisis. Relief materials that have been dispatched to the neighbouring country include 9,000 metric tons of rice, 200 tons of milk powder and 24 tons of essential medicines. In 2016, India carried out a successful surgical strike on terrorist camps in the Pak-occupied Kashmir across the line of control within a week of Uri attack. Similarly, the Pulwama attack killing 40 CRPF Jawans in February 2019 was promptly retaliated by an airstrike by the Indian Air Force on the terrorist training centre in Balakot. The prolonged Doklam face-off between the Indian and Chinese troops in September 2017 and the Ladakh standoff in 2020 posed a serious threat to bilateral relations. These were resolved thanks to the skillful use of diplomacy. India's role in the Paris and Glasgow COP summits has been substantial. New Delhi made a case for both climate action and climate justice. India-led initiatives like International Solar Alliance and the Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure have found the support of many countries. Non-permanent membership in the UN Security Council has highlighted India's contribution at the multilateral level. India has also been successful in projecting itself on the global stage as a soft power. The International Day of Yoga is now celebrated globally on the 21st of June every year. The spread of Ayurveda has also gathered speed under the NDA government. All these positive changes have happened because Prime Minister Narendra Modi has led from the front. In a polarized world, India has maintained its independence. India is now being seen as a force for good. that day is not far when India will play a global leadership role.